All right. Here with Roberta working on some pain and mobility. So we just worked on something for about the last 15 minutes. And I've also worked with Roberta too on stuff. So what did you discover in the last 15 minutes?
Well, that my shoulder and the opposing hip actually kind of affect each other. So I always seem to have some tension and pain in my right shoulder. And after we worked on my left hip and really making the thought process, understanding that just moving your hip, not your pelvis, not your whole body, actually makes a difference when you do some repetitions of certain exercises, really helps your shoulder.
Yeah.
And so I had much easier mobility of my right shoulder after 15 minutes of doing the hip exercises.
Yeah. And you just said it, but to be clear, like, we alleviated the pain in your shoulder and the much greater range of motion. We never actually worked on your shoulder.
No, we never touched my shoulder.
Yeah, we worked indirectly on your shoulder by working your left hip. Yes,
Right.
absolutely. All right. Anything else? What would you say? Anybody else that's as skeptic or anything that's thinking about it?
I tend to be a skeptic anyway, so when we go to do these things, I'm usually like, yeah, okay, I don't think this is really going to work. But I'm always amazed afterwards how much more flexibility and mobility we actually have. I know we're focusing on my shoulder, but even before we started working on my shoulder, you tested me for touching my toes, and we just did a few simple exercises, and then I was actually able to put my fist on the floor, bending. So it makes a huge difference. You don't think about it, and that's the problem. I think we probably need to think about it more and do these things on a regular basis.
And I do understand, and I need to keep understanding that, like, the average person, you're like, I want to work on my shoulder. What are we doing with my hip?
Right.
You know, so the average person thinks like this is stupid or ridiculous, or doesn't understand it. When you really simply understand how the brain and nervous system is connected through the body and how the kinetic chains go through the body, once you understand that, it makes perfect sense, and it works. It works better than anything I've seen by far.
It does. It truly does. So.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.